for the 228. But of course, we need to consider also that we are now at 2,000 meters above the sea level, and those guys are not at the same place. So you just need to adjust actually to your location, however you think that is the best. This one has a lot of chaff, I guess it's like.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And this is like brilliant. So I was hoping to get the new chaff collector before actually, but unfortunately it wasn't possible. It didn't arrive.
How many?
This one is a 100-gram batch, and there is a booster. They call it the booster. So with the booster, you just put it into the batch. And you can actually adjust it from 50 grams to 200 grams. So you don't need to get, I mean, it's not like the other sample roaster, like you get one, like 50 or 100 grams. So you just get this one, and then you have the booster, which is giving you the opportunity to change actually the amount of coffees you want to add.
How many minutes? How many minutes?
How many minutes? I mean, it depends on your, of course, on your coffee and the altitude where you are. But it's like about 6:30. You have the first crack on my coffee at least, which I have been roasting a lot, and it depends on the density of your coffee, of the altitude and the room temperature. It will also do some small changes, so you need to adjust it according to your room temperature and what you want to achieve actually. So you can log, I mean we are now at 201, 202. I'm already hearing the first crack, and you just press on that, you lock the first crack. And from now on, you see also the temperature, and here you see the development time. And most probably this coffee will be a little bit inconsistent, as it is now the second or the third batch I'm doing. Here you can see the development, and when you decide like, okay, what should we do? Should we do like 12% of development for the cubbing? It sounds good, I guess. And on the light side, when you want to end the roasting process, you just press on that one and then that one, and now the cooling is starting. So at that moment, the disadvantage, or let's say the roaster or the barista experience side, the disadvantage is that you can't follow the roasting profile likely. But this is going to be solved. They are pretty new on this market, so it took them really like a few months, like I mean I'm talking about like few years, to develop and test it by Matt, by John Gordon, by Sasa Sesic, and few barista champions at the World Barista Championship. They were also using the Kaffelogic. It took them really a long time to develop and be sure that it's working properly, so they can put it on the market. The next step is going to be the Wi-Fi kit, which is going out, and then instead of you use a USB, you don't need to use the USB anymore. With the Wi-Fi kit, you're gonna just connect with your laptop again, and then you can see all the roasting profile actually on your laptop. And therefore you don't need to buy a new roaster. So what they are doing, they don't wanna make you actually to give a decision right now. Do I want to have a 50-gram sample roaster or a 100-gram do I want to have the Wi-Fi kit or not? Because you don't really need it actually. That's just for your, let's say, entertainment, or like for your, let's say, for your experience. It's lovely, but you don't really need it. So you can just like put the cable, the USB, and then you can just compare actually the roast profile of your previous roast. That's simple. But in case, of course, I mean, to be honest, I really enjoy every moment of every coffee roasting or training or brewing. For me, it is important to have this experience, so that's why they are also going to have this Wi-Fi kit, which you can just like get it later on and plug it in, and then you can just follow the whole live the roasting process. What else? The other thing is, you will notice in a few minutes, as soon as it's finished, so it takes like about 10 minutes per batch with the 100 gram at that moment with this coffee to achieve actually a development of 12% and to cool down. For my old competitions, the last two, I have been using a Kaffelogic, and I was pretty happy with the result that was coming out actually. But everybody has a different experience, of course. The other, let's say, thing what you do different than the other sample roasters you may know, without calling any name now. Not that they keep my ass later. They will be okay. This guy noticed. Check, take a picture. Get the sniper there.
Not sure, is he then?
Safe here, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's almost cooled down. I'm just gonna throw this one away and roast a new batch. So the other thing, when you finish, just take the chaff collector like that, open the lid, go in, this one is working that way. And the new chaff collector, as I said, I don't know how it's going to be, most probably it is very similar, because they don't wanna, I mean there are things they cost you extra money. At the moment, price-wise, it is about 1150, 1200-ish in Europe. I don't know how much it's going to be here in Kenya with all the shipment and taxes. As far as I understood, the taxes are like just breaking your back here. And the other thing is, like, when you finish, it doesn't dispense anywhere. You just have to turn it once away and just take this one off. That's for now. And when you just charge it, you just charge like that. That one, it's already the third one that it went all the way wrong.
It looks okay. It looks average.
No, I wasn't really happy with the chaff it was.
Yeah, but he has a lot of chaff.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to show a clean one. So when you, after you charge actually your coffee in the batch, you start play and start roasting. There is, I was talking about this ready to drink profiles. So basically it is very simple. I mean, what they did, well, you apply actually. I mean, if we ask like most of the most well-known roasters and the professionals, the term roasted coffee has been smacked around between the roasters for years. I mean, that's, I guess we all know. They done actually a little different. Here are some notices, so I'm gonna just like read it. How long does coffee need to rest before the optimal peak flavor is available? Can we roast and use coffee without resting? The answer is 99%, 99.9% actually of the time is no. We all know it more or less. And so, what is actually the reason? With the drum roasting, we have an amount of latent energy built up reaction on the bean. Roasting rules like forever decreasing roar and managing the airflow heat application at specific stages are skillfully used to manipulate this build-up and manage its impact on the coffee bean. The goals here are to minimize actually the conductivity and maximize the convection energy application, getting the roast properly in the right direction and at the right roasting piece. There is a nice, a very nice blog about that. Just like recommend you to actually get on the Kaffelogic, and they are exactly explaining actually with the profile they, according to the, I mean like the profile they have developed on Kaffelogic. How it works together, you will see also like you will have really less of this roast. That's actually where I was very, very happy.
So, maybe a question. What are the consumables in this machine?
Sorry?
The consumables.
Consumer?
Consumables, the things that get finished. Nothing that is...
I guess so far nothing actually. I mean, your chef collector might get older, you let it fall and get a scratch, but nothing really what will cost you later on like some few $100.
If you lift the reed, you can see how it's roasted.
Yeah.
And then you're giving warranty for how long?
It's just like the 1 year guarantee, like it's internationally. I mean, I have this one already for more than a year. Yes. It's actually, to be honest, I see that one in Europe more like a lot of barista champions, they have been using it. I know a few people from the Netherlands, like Lex Vinegar from Freitas, Fuku, this world second place in Amsterdam. He had it for his brewer's cup. Nicole had it for her brewer's cup, and then Niels, who was cup taster's world second place, he used it for his barista championship. I did it. Matt did it also for his run and for actually also the one he was coaching this year at World of Coffee events in Melbourne. There are like several guys, even I don't remember the names. I mean, even I had today the problem to remember the name. It was the name of the Swedish coffee guy, so it's not.
That's really
We can, but I guess it's like the best thing is just like, let me just shut up in a few minutes about that and just taste it, because I guess this is the most important thing, guys. Telling about, you know, how product great is and how not is something else, but I guess you need to just like roast it, and after we have done the cubbing, if you want to roast it and if you want to try it by yourself so you can experience and touch it and feel it, be my guest, and then you can just come and do it. And then if you want to change or see also how the app is working, it's also going to be my laptop, your laptop. Just go on and then you can check it out.
So I wanted to know, and I want to ask, do we subscribe for the app like other roasting companies, you know, like the crops and stuff? For your app, do we subscribe for that for a given period of time, or once you purchase the equipment is usable for as long as?
Thank you for the question. That's actually something I forgot to tell. I guess if Wayne is watching, I guess they are sleeping at that time. So basically, you can at that moment import roast profile you can import from Artisan, Cropster, and Ikala, and you can at that moment export your profile only to Artisan, but there is also the Cropster. So the thing is, like, actually according to Wayne, when I was talking, because when I arrived, I mean, I had only 3 weeks of notice when I went to World Barista Championship, even 20 days, and I arrived with like a really heavy jet lag I never had in my life. I didn't know where I was, what I was doing, why I am here. I was questioning myself. He was so amazing. He just arrived and he came with his Kaffelogic, and then we start roasting. I guess at 9 o'clock in the morning, something like that, 10-ish, till in the evening, 10 o'clock. And the guy, he didn't want to have water, nothing to eat, nothing to drink. He was just like programmed. And while I was talking about, like, because that was also like the first time I was using actually the Kaffelogic. I didn't have any experience. The way I went to the World Barista Championship is like, shit, what, I'm going to World Barista Championship? Okay, how many days do I have? It is 20 days exactly today to be on the stage. I didn't have any coffee, I didn't have any, nothing. So I'm calling all my friends, posting on Instagram, hey guys, I'm at the World Barista Championship. What the fuck, can somebody help me, get me some coffee? So a very good friend of mine, who is also the brand ambassador of Kaffelogic in the Netherlands, he said like, hey, no worries, here is a coffee farmer, the address, this is the sample, and this is the Kaffelogic, and you just go there, this is the profile. He just sent the profile to my laptop, download it, and then synchronize it with the roaster, and vein cam. We just had to adjust because the profile was made in the Netherlands. The Netherlands is like below the sea level, like let's say 2,100 meters deeper than here. So I mean, even if we would be able to see, I mean, there would be really somewhere down there. So we had to just adjust actually the roasting profile a little bit, and it was ready. So we roasted the whole day, and then I asked him like, yeah, what about the app? You know, don't you want to have it on the phone? And don't you want to have it like, you know, in a different way? He said like, yeah, look, the thing is like, there are things, the app, only to develop it, it costs really more money than actually the roaster itself. So it is an experience, but you know, then we need to go again for like 3,000-4,000 euros, dollars, to be able to actually also, because you need to also maintain the app. It's not just like you make an app and then it's done. You keep on working on it, and you need people like, I mean, you might know it from Algrano or from all the
I
other,
think and everything. So.
yeah, exactly, from all the other platforms. After a while, I mean, they only have IT people in-house who can do the coding and all collecting the data and putting it on the app. So that's why at the beginning they want to just start like that and have an app which you can still compare. So what you do is just like you go to the tools and then compare default, for example, or compare files. And then you just go here and you can see exactly, if you just press on it per second, you can just check out how the roast has been actually going. So this one I'm very happy.
Oh, where is
The basket.
the
It
bucket?
was here somewhere.
Ah, is there?
The garbage.
No, but everybody loves the roast, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, I did.
Did you like it? It smelled good. Can't you lie?
Did you like it?
Can't you lie? You have to lie, please. Did you like it? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm Muzungu here.
Exactly.
Like-
Make him feel happy. He's a Muzungu. He's a local Muzungu. We found it on the street. He was lost
Hey
in
guys, I'm
Nevasha.
already good in the integration. Look, I got that. I got M-Pesa.
Hey! That's it. It's local, and you have the chuka. The shuka.
I had already a few times Choma, and what else is important?
Ugali.
And so that's the first batch, luckily. And we will continue with the next one. So does somebody just want to try it? Just for like experience, in case you want to... Stevie? Oh yeah, cool.
No, but we have someone who represents the Kingdom of Orange, just
Yeah?
because you're here.
King of Orange. Okay, we test.
So we have several roasters here, 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 here. We have several farmers here. Future roaster, actually,
Yeah.
is it open, your roastery? Roaster, yeah, yes. Somali, yeah. We have farmers, okay. Roaster, farmers, roasters. Come on, guys, here. Marto, show your muscle. Yeah, show my muscle. Show your muscle, Marto. No
Let's
choice.
take Stevie here.
Let's take Stevie.
Come,
Yeah.
Stevie.
Yeah.
You had the most questions.
I am a farmer.
I know,
Exactly.
It's more important for you.
Yes, because it's what we want to do. We want to put this in a farm.
So the one thing is like why it is important for you guys. The thing is, it is like about we are aware about the differences, which we are not going to discuss, but the economical there are differences. So we need to. I mean, the thing is like me. I am a barista. I do roast as well, but I would never ever call myself as a roaster. It is really not what I do enjoy every moment from the cherry to the cup, every process. But the thing is like, we need also people in the front who can talk 24 hours, and I have those skills and I can really talk. You already have experienced that. And we need, that means that we need still people to be in the front. But the thing is, with this with Kaffelogic, this gives actually an affordable central roaster for farmer, because we need to communicate. Because I will be telling just bullshit to the consumer. So the farmer is important, which has been really like just forgotten. And finally, we are putting the farmer under the spotlight. And But that doesn't mean that the roaster is not important. It doesn't mean that the barista is not important. As the farmer is important, the roaster is important. As the roaster is important, the barista is important. Every person who has an impact on the quality, because Stevie will be doing his best 24/7 with his all passion and love, growing the tree, growing the cherries, getting them in the perfectly ripe stage and picking them by hand with love, and then processing it, getting it ready, getting his wage, let's say, and sending with the hope that this coffee will be handled in a good way. So if the roaster is not good, what happened to his 1 year long energy, passion, love he has been investing? So that's why it makes for me a sense, it is affordable, and we can communicate with Stevie. Hey, this is the profile, what do you think, Stevie? Send it. So he is able to get a sample roaster at his farm, at his lab if he has. And so nobody will be telling, oh Stevie, your coffee is not good. Hey, I roasted and I tasted and it's like fucking awesome. What the F are you talking about, you know? And this is actually, if you don't have the access to equipment, then the people will start ducking you. And so that's actually what makes it, for me, very more sense to have something like that. So, you want to go on, Stevie?
Okay, I'm going to stop and start another video.